session. Okay, so today, as I mentioned, we are going to discuss about a rat race junction, or hybrid junction. This is also called as hybrid junction, rat race junction or hybrid junction. So, what is a rat race junction? Rat race junction is a 4-port device which acts as a hybrid junction. The construction of this one is the device, rat race junction device. If you see, the construction of this rat race junction is of angular type. It is a 4-port device, as I mentioned. The 4 ports are connected in the form of an angular ring. So the distance between the ports are maintained as lambda g by 4. The circumference of this rat race junction should be 6 lambda g by 4. 6 lambda g by 4 is nothing but 1.6. First, I'll draw the figure so that you can understand what is a rat race junction. It is of angular ring type. As I mentioned, it is of angular ring type. It has 4 ports. It has 4 ports. The 4 ports are something like this. So let us consider this is port 1, this is port 2, this is port 3, and this is port 4. So the distance between port 1 and port 2 is maintained as lambda g by 4. The distance between lambda port 2 to port 3 is also lambda g by 4. The distance between port 3 and port 4 is also lambda g by 4. But the distance between this 1 and 4 is 3 lambda g by 4. Okay. So generally, when you maintain the distance lambda g by 4, what is the phase delay we are going to get is, the phase delay is written as beta L. So when any wave is propagating through a waveguide structure, it will get a delay of beta D. We know what is beta. It is lambda by 2 pi by lambda, and the distance here, if you are maintaining lambda g or lambda by 4, lambda gamma get cancelled. So that means the phase shift you are going to get here is 90 degrees. Okay, so the operation of this rat race junction, when you observe carefully, when the operation, if you observe carefully, what is the operation is, when input is given at port 1, I'm talking about port 1, I applied the input at port 1, it is divided equally in port 2 and port 4. What I mean to say is, the given input is divided equally in the clockwise port as well as in the anti-clockwise ports. That means, what is the clockwise port here? Here it is 2 is the clockwise port. What is the anti-clockwise port? 4. It is divided equally in 2 and 4. That means when the input is given at port 2, output you are going to get in 2 and 4. Output we are going to get in 2 and 4. Similarly, when the input is given at port 2, what is the output? If I am giving the input at port 2, it is divided equally in port 3 and port 1 and port 3. Port 1 and port 3. If I give input at port 4, output you can expect in port 1 as well as in port 3. Equally it is distributed. Okay. What about the other port? In the other port, nothing you are going to get. That's the thing you have to understand. And I have given one statement. The circumference, the mean circumference of the rat race junction is, the mean circumference of the rat race junction is surface, it's not surface, circumference. The mean circumference of the rat race junction is 1.5 into lambda g. Why it is 1.5 into lambda g? See, this is 3 lambda g, 4, 5, 6 lambda g by 4. If you do, what you are going to get? 1.5 into lambda g. The ports are separated like this, as I mentioned in the figure. Okay, it is a 4-port junction. Okay, so the phase shift, if you observe, what is the phase shift you are going to get at here and here? What is the phase shift, Amma? You are going to get the phase shift is 90 degrees. Okay, so some port 1 to port 2, port 1 if you are giving, at port 2 if you are getting the output, what is the phase shift you are going to get? Because it is lambda g by 4. According to lambda g by 4, what is the phase shift you are going to get? 90 degrees. Similarly, I'm going to get the output at 4 to 4. 4 to 4 means, what is the phase shift number? 3 lambda g by 4. So beta L is equal to, I can write beta L. Beta is nothing but 2 pi by lambda, and L is equal to 3 lambda by 4. If you do, what I were going to get? Lambda 3 pi by 2. 3 pi by 2 means, what is the phase shift you are going to get again? Anybody, what is the phase shift you are going to get?
270 degrees.
That means, how much you are going to get, Amma? 270 degrees. Sure? 4
Yes,
to
ma'am. 3
4
pi by 2, ma'am.
means, 4 to 4 means you are going to get what? 270 degrees. Okay. So in some textbooks, they'll give port 1, port 2 like this. So anyhow, it has 4 ports, no problem. So now port 1 to port 3, if you do, what happens? Port 1 to port 3, if you take, what is the thing you are going to get? How much phase shift? It is lambda g by 2, which is nothing but 180 degrees you are going to get. Okay, so with this is 90, this is 180. So you are nothing you are going to get at port 3. That's what I mean to say. Okay, at port 3 you are getting 180 degrees. If those two are added together, that means 90 and 270 we can add, or 360 plus 90 also we can write. When you are getting the same phase, we can add the signal. When you are getting the different phase, you can subtract. One you are getting 360, another one is you are getting 180, means those things can be subtracted. So generally, why this rat race junction is used means the rat race junction is used to add the signals, combining the two signals, or driving the signal into two halves, or dividing the signal into two equal halves. Whenever you want to divide the signal into two equal halves in two ports, generally this rat race junction is used. Okay. So what is the S matrix of this? What is the S matrix of this? Since it is a 4-port device, what is the S matrix? We can write S11, S12, S13, S14. We can write like this. Similarly, S21, S22, S23, S24. And S31, S32, S33, S34. So S41, 42, 43, 4. We are assuming that all the ports are perfectly matched. When all the ports are perfectly matched, so what is my equation I can write? If all ports are perfectly matched, what is the equation I can write? S11 is equal to 0, S22 is equal to 0, S33 is equal to 0, S44 is equal to 0. Now, what is my S matrix? If I give input at 1, so if I apply this condition, what is my S matrix becomes? Tell me 0, S12, 0, S14, S21, 0, S23, 0, 0, S32, 0, S34, S41, 0, S43, 0. Why I am writing in between these zeros? Can anybody tell me? This is because it is perfectly matched. So the diagonal values becomes 0. In between also I wrote some zeros. Why? What is the thing we can write? Because when you observe this one, what I made 0, S13 is equal to 0. So when the input is given at 1, output is available only at 2 or 4. Nothing you are going to get at 3. That's why S13 is equal to 0 I wrote. Okay. Similarly, when the input is given at 2, you are going to get the output at port 1 and port 3. What about 4? 0. When the input is given at port 3, what you are going to get? At 2 and 4, you are going to get. What about 1? I made it as 0. When the input is given at 4, you are going to get at 1 and 3. So 1 and 3. What about 2? I made it as 0. So now, and to differentiate this one, what is the S matrix we can write is S matrix is equal to, so one is coming in the clockwise direction, another one is coming in the anti-clockwise direction. So to represent that one, we can write it as 0. In some textbooks, it is given like this 0, 1. So to represent clockwise -1, anti-clockwise +1, -1, 0, -1, 0, 0, -1, 0, -1, 1, 0, -1, 0. You can write like this also. Okay, so no problem. You can stop here also at this S matrix, no problem. So this is what the rat race junction. It's a hybrid junction. It is a 4-port device to add the signals or to divide, to add, to combine two signals or to divide the signals equally in between two ports. Generally, a rat race junction or hybrid junction is made. The circumference of the hybrid junction is 6 lambda g by 4, which is nothing but 1.5 lambda g. It is a 4-port device. So if you observe, the phase difference between 1 and 2 is 90 degrees. The phase difference between 2 and 3 is 90 degrees. 3 and 4 is 90 degrees. 1 and 4 is 270 degrees. This is what about the rat race junction. So the applications of rat race junctions are, so we can get 180 degrees phase shift. You can add two signals. We can split the two signals into two equal, we can split the signal into two equal halves. Like that we can make. Okay. So this is what about a rat race junction. Any doubts in this rat race junction? Any doubts in this rat race junction? You understood what is rat race junction
Yes,
and
ma'am.
what is the S matrix of rat race junction? Any doubts?
Ma'am, S34 is -1 or 1, ma'am? S34.
So you take either clockwise is 1 or anti-clockwise. Based on that you can write. Okay. Or else you can stop at that S matrix. Beyond that I have written 0 S12 0 S14, like that also you can stop, no problem. Shall I move to the next topic? The last topic in this unit is phase shifters. Anybody having any doubts in rat race junction?
Ma'am, clear, ma'am.
Any other doubts, Amma? Is it clear? Shall I move to the next one? Yes, ma'am. So today we are going to see about phase shifters. So what for phase shifters are used means phase shifters are used to introduce some phase angle. When the wave is propagating through a waveguide, depending upon the length of the waveguide or depending upon the length of the actually dielectric slab, you are going to use one element called dielectric slab. Based on the length of the dielectric slab, their phase shift changes, not phase velocity. The phase shifters are used. Today we are going to see about waveguide phase shifters. Waveguide phase shifters. What is a waveguide phase shifter? The last topic in this unit is waveguide phase shifter. So what is a waveguide phase shifter? A phase shifters are used to shift the phase of the electromagnetic wave of a given frequency propagating through the waveguide. The phase shifters are generally used to introduce phase shift or to change the phase shift of an electromagnetic wave. It is propagating with some frequency in a waveguide to change the phase of the electromagnetic wave. When the wave is propagating through a waveguide, to introduce the phase shift, generally phase shifters are used. It has many applications. Phase shifter has many applications, several applications in phase discriminator. Actually, in antennas also we will use phase shift antennas are also there. So beam forming antennas generally we'll call. So in power dividers, we can use phased array antennas. These are very, very important antenna, phased array antennas. In the phased array antennas, generally phase shifters are used. Okay, the phase shifter which uses the ferrite in their construction. Yesterday we have seen what is a ferrite. Okay, it uses a ferrite in their construction, and how much phase shift is introduced by that phase shifter, it depends upon beta. Beta is nothing but what is beta? Alpha, beta, gamma. Anybody? Beta is phase constant. Okay, beta is equal to 2 pi by lambda. Lambda g. What is lambda g? Already we know, which is nothing but in unit 1 we derived all these expressions, fc by f whole square. If you write that expression, lambda is equal to c by f, when you are considering the dielectric constant of that material, epsilon are also into consideration, we can write c by f into epsilon r into 1 minus fc by f whole square. So generally, the phase shift can be changed by varying the dielectric constant of the dielectric slab, because this dielectric constant is varying. Obviously, it is going to affect lambda g. If lambda g is varying, beta is also varies. Okay, when lambda g is varied, beta is also varies. So dielectric constant of the dielectric slab, it depends upon the dielectric constant of the dielectric. And another parameter is dimensions of the waveguide. That means it depends upon A value. Because in a waveguide, if you consider this is A, this is B, based on this parameter also, the phase difference varies. Okay, so now what are the types of waveguide phase shifters? There are basically two types of waveguide phase shifters are available. Waveguide phase shifters, there are two types. One is the dielectric phase shifters. Another one is a rotary vane phase shifters. In dielectric phase shifter, we have another type, that is squeeze type phase shifter. What is a dielectric phase shifter? We'll see. What is a dielectric phase shifter? Phase shifter means which introduced phase shifting to the wave. Dielectric phase shifter, if I take, what is the construction of the dielectric phase shifter is, you take a waveguide. I'm considering a waveguide. There is a waveguide. Let us consider there is a waveguide. You make a slot in the waveguide, connect a hinge to this. There is a hinge, and take a dielectric slab. This is a dielectric slab. So the dielectric slab is kept in that slit. It is a dielectric slab. When you vary the position of the dielectric slab, it is going to affect the effective dielectric constant of this waveguide. It is going to, when this is the hinge. Hinge is nothing but something like a rod. We can move the position of that dielectric slab upward, downward like this. When you are moving that dielectric slab, what happens means its dielectric constant, the effective dielectric constant varies. Whenever the effective dielectric constant, normally what? Increases. So a dielectric constant increases. So if epsilon r is increasing, what about lambda g will reduce? When lambda g is reducing, what about beta? Phase shift increases. This is one method, dielectric phase shift method. Just there is a dielectric, we have to keep a lossless dielectric material. So the insertion of the lossless dielectric material in the air-filled waveguide, generally at what position we need to insert this lossless dielectric material is where electric field intensity is maximum. Its dielectric constant what increases and lambda g decreases, and by the insertion of this dielectric constant, whenever lambda g is decreasing, beta value increases. Since we are using a lossless dielectric slab in our construction, since we are using a lossless dielectric slab in the construction, that's why it is called dielectric phase shifter. That's why it is called dielectric phase shifter. Okay. That's why it is called. Are you able to see my screen?
Ma'am, it is only on Vacom right now, ma'am.
Yeah. 1 minute. I'll share it. It's Wacom only. Are you able to see my screen? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the based on this dielectric slab, what we are getting? We are varying the phase shift of the wave. What is the purpose of phase shifter? It changes the phase of the electromagnetic wave which is propagating through the waveguide. Such a device is called phase shifter. Such a device is called what? Phase shifter. So since we are using what? A dielectric slab to control that one, to control the phase shift of the material. So that's why it is called dielectric phase shifter. Okay. So another type of phase shifters are also available, that is squeeze type. What is meant by squeezing? Anybody? What is the general meaning of squeezing? Squeeze. What is the general meaning of squeezing? Anybody? Generally, we'll call squeeze chaser under. What we are going to do in squeezing? So, I told you there are two possibilities. Somebody is giving answer. Tell me, what is squeezing?
Pressing, ma'am. Firmly pressing something.
Pressing, yes, something. Squeeze చేసి వదిలిపెట్టారు అంటారు కదా జనరల్ గా మనని ఏం చేస్తారు? There apply some force. Now we will see what is squeeze type phase shifters. What is squeeze type phase shifter. This is another type of phase shifter is there. I told you phase shift can be varied in two ways. One is by varying the dielectric constant. Another one is by varying the dimensions of the waveguide. We can vary the phase shift. So in this, what we are going to do is, in the waveguide, we are going to apply some force. A clamping arrangement is used to reduce the guide width. That means waveguide width. To reduce the waveguide width, normally a clamping arrangement is made. So generally, if you see this FC by F, it depends upon A. So a clamping arrangement, generally if some pressure is applied on both the ends of the waveguide. So we have to see that the guide wavelength is the function of A. So a clamping arrangement is used to reduce the guide width so as to increase the guide wavelength. That means what we are going to do is, we are going to stretch this waveguide in such a manner that a value or a value can be what? Reduced. When a value is reduced, obviously lambda g value increases. So what we are going to do here is, a value reduces by this clamping or by stretching the waveguide on the narrow walls of the waveguide. If you are stretching, a value what? Reduces, which increases the lambda g, so which decreases the beta. This is another technique to introduce phase shift into the wave, which is propagating in the waveguide. This is another technique, squeeze type phase shifters. So by squeezing the waveguide, we can introduce the phase shift, or we can reduce the phase shift of the waveguide, wave, which is propagating in the waveguide, is called squeeze type phase shifters. Okay, so we have seen dielectric phase shifters, and we have seen squeeze type wave, uh, wave shifters or phase shifters we have seen. And the third type of phase shifter is rotary vane phase shifter. Just I want to show the figure of rotary vane phase shifters. And I think we have 4 minutes time left. I'll stop this one. Please rejoin once again, Amu.